Mardi Gras. Six Flags Fiesta Texas features an enjoyable Mardi Gras celebration every year in January and February, with shows, food, and events to encourage guests to visit during these off-season months. With these cooler weekends, the park can be fairly empty, allowing for an overall great experience while enjoying quality shows. In 2024, the show lineup was enhanced even more, and the event extended throughout spring break to give it a feeling similar to Fright Fest or Holiday in the Park, like a real event. But which of the shows were my favorite? Find out in this countdown. Number 9, the GummBeaux. The set list for the show was actually a bit more my style, so I did enjoy the piano music on the Wild West Street, but the comedy just did not seem to really click for me. It is an interesting setup, but the sun was also really bright and hot in Crackaxle Canyon, where they were at, so that might have contributed to my overall meh mood towards this show. Number 8, Dansequerade. This is a really neat concept that I was excited to see, but it's kind of hard to see the show and appreciate just how it's set up in the park, and the sun was also really hot as well, with my phone overheating trying to record the show. I feel like this could be better executed, as the mixture of acrobatics and ribbons is a nice change of pace from the other Mardi Gras shows at Fiesta Texas. But it just doesn't offer a lot for viewers in its current state. Number 7, the Voodoo Dolls. This is the big production in Rockville High, and the special effects and songs are interesting, but some of the audio was a bit hard to understand, and the overall feel was a bit more on the dark side, especially considering the high number of kids and families that were attending the event. I'm not the biggest fan of some of these productions focused mainly on songs, but this does a good job of incorporating various songs while dressing them up with just a small bit of dialogue around them. But still, it just misses the mark for me, especially because that dialogue is so hard to understand. But likely, this show will appeal to certain audiences, especially those looking for quality songs along with a slightly darker theme. Number 6, Hougan House of Voodoo. This isn't really a show, but is the only non-show that is also a mainstay feature of Mardi Gras, as this is the haunted house located in Spassburg. When I went, there was absolutely no line, which is crazy, as this haunt is included with admission, though I'm guessing it's just a bit too scary for many of the families who were there. It is toned down a bit for a haunt, I think. I haven't been in any other actual haunts really, as there were only 3 scare actors throughout it, and they mainly just popped out and screamed at me, which did get me to have a nice scream once, and got me fairly decently a couple of other times. Haunted houses are not really my thing, but this voodoo house is always a neat experience, and the cool, damp atmosphere inside is a really nice break from that hot Texas sun. Number 5, the Big Easy Band. Located in Strange Fest Hall, you can likely get a front row seat if you're just looking to watch this actual show. I loved this band during the Holiday in the Park show. The song set here, though, isn't exactly as engaging, but it does offer a nice way to unwind while listening to some music. The lady playing the saxophone, though, is incredible, and listening to her was by far my favorite part of this show. This band has talent for sure, it just isn't showcased perfectly in the set list. Number 4, King William's Brass Band. Just edging out the Big Easy Band, since a brass band is just something that seems like a staple of Mardi Gras. And this show features a brass band playing various New Orleans style music, with my favorite being Oh When the Saints come marching in. The Pizza Eat stage is set off to the side, and I always feel bad for the performers here, as almost no one is watching these shows, at least when I've been. But this is an enjoyable way to relax and soak in the Mardi Gras atmosphere. Number 3. The Fleur de Lis. This show is great, as a mix of comedy and singing. Having the janitor join this show is a bit predictable, but all the jokes, though corny, were funny and engaging. The area also actually has decent sound quality, so the first song was excellent with clear audio. The second and third songs were a bit harder to understand, but still very, very nice. I wish that Six Flags over Texas would do their walkway shows like this, as it is truly well done and engaging. Number 2. Mardi Gras with the Looney Tunes. I love Six Flags incorporating the Looney Tunes into their shows, and this creates a nice mix of energetic music while offering an engaging show for all ages. Towards the end, children were even invited up towards the front to join in the dance party, which is just a nice touch for families, especially if you're visiting where there are not too many people watching the actual show. Number 1. Mardi Gras Parade, Spectacle of Color. This is the highlight of Mardi Gras, as everything is building towards the parade at the end of the night. And Fiesta Texas pulls out an impressive amount of floats, a nice number of dancers, and beads galore, as you get to experience a great way to top off your evening. With various places to view the parade from, and many things you'll likely miss the first time around, this has plenty to keep one coming back for more. Which shows at Fiesta Texas's Mardi Gras are your favorite? Did you find any good food around Mardi Gras as well? Let me know. And as always, Cupcake Crap.
All right. King William Brass Band.